This is for your mom.
No, correction. This is dedicated to Ms. Evangelista, who's not here with us, Ms. Godinez, and Ms. Godinez's mom, who I know all three of you are want to be watching this video. So, in loving memory of you guys, shout out to you guys. We're proud of you. We are glad that you guys go all out in education, and we are happy that you value education. So, thank you for stopping by at this YouTube video, and let's get this show started. All right, so here we go, guys. So, all right, guys, let's talk business here. So it says here that we learned area of a triangle yesterday or 2 days ago. No, it was yesterday, right? Or 2 days ago. Okay. So we learned area of a triangle, and we figured out that the area of this triangle specifically is 1/2 BC sine A. But that's not the only area of this triangle. We could say 1/2. Let's see. AC sine B, and that's not the only one that's equivalent. We could also say 1/2 AB sine C. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right, so all three of those statements are equivalent, and I notice that there's a half on all of them. So I can just as easily cancel those halves, and they're still equal. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now if I divide all three of them by ABC, because whatever you do to one, you got to do to the other. Notice, hold on. Well, notice, I don't know where my little markers went. Oh, they went to the other side. I see it. Sorry about that. Notice that these cancel out. B, C, A, C, and A, B. And look what you have. And it's not a coincidence. Sine A over little a equals sine B over little b equals sine C over little c. And that's easy to remember. What do you think this is called?
Law of science.
Law of sines. It's called law of sines. If someone heard the leon there. Bam. All right. If you Google law of sines, maybe some of you will hit some university website, and it's going to say this: A over sine A, B over sine B, and you're going to say, Chavez, that's not law of sines. I just Googled and found this university who says this is law of sines. They're the same. You're still talking about a ratio, sine A over little a, or little a over sine A. It's the same. It's just the inverse of the reciprocal of it. Does that make sense? So they're both a law of sines, guys. All right, it's very easy to use. It's almost impossible to get these wrong. As a matter of fact, every time we show law of sines, almost everyone gets everything correct, because it really is the only way you can mess up is if you're going too fast. And there's some of you that go too fast a little bit. Slow down a little bit. I'm not giving names. Just slow down a little bit. All right. Look, here's how you do it. NTF, not to scale. Triangle ABC. A, B, C. Angle B is 64 degrees, so I put 64 degrees. Angle C is 38 degrees, so I put 38 degrees. Little b is 9, so little b has to be this guy. It wants me to find little a, and it wants me to find little c. Because this is a triangle, I know that the interior angles must sum up to 180. So if you add these two and subtract it from 180, so if you add those two, you get 102 degrees. And if you go 180 minus 102, you get 78 degrees. So that's 78. I'm going to change the color, guys, so you know that that's the one that was missing. There it is. I have everything I need to know now to do law of sines. So I want to figure out letter A first, because I like to go in alphabetical order. So here's what you're going to do. The one that we do have is 64 times to the 9, so we have to use that. I'm going to say sine 64 degrees over 9 equals, and let's see, sine 78 over little a. Are we still okay? I'm going to cross multiply. When I cross multiply, I'm going to get a sine 64 degrees equals 9 sine 78 degrees. And I know some of you can do this in one step instead of taking 2 steps. That's okay. To get the a by itself, I'm going to divide by, sine 64. I take my calculator, make sure that it's in degree mode, and I'm just going to type that in. I'm going to go 9 sine 78 divided by sine 64. I push enter, and there's my answer. 9.7946. And I need the unit. The units are feet. All right, let's do the other one. So now I'm going to do segment B. Oh, wait, I already have segment B. Segment C. All right, you can, if you want, do law of cosines to figure out segment C, but why would you want to make life harder on yourself? Just do it with what we know. So I'm going to use sine 64 again. Sine 64 degrees over 9. Chavez, why are you using sine 64 over 9? Because that's to have a perfect integer. And number 9 is way better than 9.79460, blah, blah, blah. Equals sine 38 degrees over C. All right, how do you do it in one step? Like this, guys. C equals, I'm going to put an arrow. C equals 9 sine 38 divided by sine 64. See? So I type, I'm sorry. 9 sine 38 divided by sine 64. And I get 6.1648. 9 if you round it, feet. How do we feel?
Cool. Oh, it came back to life.
Oh, it came back to life?
I have a question.
What's up?
Did you choose the sine 64 over 9 because that's the only side we have?
I chose the sine 64 over 9. I actually already have the other side, see? But I chose this one because it's a pretty number. 9, an integer, is way better than something that's a floating number.
So you can use that for any of the sides?
Yeah, if I used the 9.7946, I would have probably gotten the same answer, but depending how much I round, maybe it would have been off, like by the thousandths, or you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. YouTubers out there, Ms. Godinez, Evangelisa, I hope that, does that make sense? Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I mean, I can't actually answer you guys because it's a YouTube video. Come on. Okay. LOL. Okay.
In the comment section.
Yeah, drop it in the comment section and I'll reply whenever I get a chance. All right, here we go. Look at the next one. It's an angle side angle. It doesn't matter if it's angle side or angle side angle because the interior angles of a triangle sum up to 180 degrees. So if they give me two angles, I can figure out the third one immediately. So here we go. Draw a triangle. Not tree. Big A, big B, big C. Big A creates little a, that's 8. Big B creates little b, and big C creates little c. Angle C is 38 degrees. Angle B is 64 degrees. I meant to change the degrees when I was typing the notes, so I'm sorry that I was not very creative when I was typing these out because it was pretty late. So yeah, sorry that I made it the same as the first one here. Obviously, these questions I just made up, right? I just made up whatever. So next time I'll think of better angles than the same ones over and over. All right, so here we go. Again, I'm going to figure out angle A. So 64 plus 38 we said was 102, and then 180 minus 102 is 78 degrees. Cool. I have little a this time, so I'm going to start with that. Sine 78 degrees over 8 equals, and I like to do it in alphabetical order, so I'm going to fall for sine B first. So sine 64 degrees over little b. Cross multiply, so arrow B equals 8 sine 64 degrees over sine 78 degrees. And we get 8 sine 64 divided by sine 78. 7.351 if you round it, and these are in meters. All right, let's do the other one. Again, I'm going to start with sine 78 over 8. I'm doing that, Ms. Villacana, because I like integers over decimals that go on forever. This is a perfect number, 8 over, what is it, sine 38 over little c. And again, little c is going to be nothing more than 8 sine 38 degrees divided by sine 78 degrees. And we get 8 sine 38 divided by sine 78. I should have done it in a different color, so sorry about that, guys. 5.035 meters, and there it is. How do you guys feel? All right, guys, we just have one online activity. The website was down earlier, but now it's active. So let's just take care of business, and that's it. That's all we're doing today. Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Is it on Bill tonight?
Yes.